welcome to this Eventide synth demo with the brand new MicroPitch Delay. Today I'm going to show you how you can generate resonant tones using MicroPitch. This is pulling from a technique known as Karplus Strong, which was traditionally used to synthesize string instruments by running white noise through a high feedback loop. We can apply the same principles here to generate resonant tones by using high feedback and millisecond delay settings. This will allow you to play off of the micropitch and influence your programming or patching choices. Let's get into it. So today I'm using the Mother-32, just sending pitch and gate out from my Arturia KeyStep. We're going to patch this later on, but this is just a start. So I'm going to generate one resonant tone from each of the delay lines in the micropitch, and then I'm going to take control of the pitch mix with the expression pedal to crossfade between them. And I also want to point out that we're coming out mono here to keep the stereo field centered as we crossfade between those delays. I've got everything set neutral on the pedal here. That's either 0 or noon where applicable. We're going to start with mix at about 50%. And I'm going to turn pitch mix all the way to A so that we can isolate delay line A while we set our first resonant tone. I also want to point out that you have to have pitch A and B set to 0 so that there's no pitch shifting. Otherwise, we won't be able to generate a static resonant tone. And for the same reason, we want to have depth all the way down. So jumping into second level control here, I can define the delay time for delay A. And we're going to want to start with feedback up generously around 3 o'clock. And my goal is to generate a bass note underneath the chord that I'm going to play. So I'm going to start by playing the arpeggio on the key step. And in true Karplus Strong fashion, we can add more white noise into this to strengthen this resonant tone. Now the Mother-32 has this mix parameter which allows you to crossfade between your oscillator and full white noise. So this is going to be a helpful parameter for us to adjust in this patch. Let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, now let's define our second bass note. So I'm going to jump up to first level control, turn pitch mix all the way to B to isolate delay line B. Going back into second level control here, and let's repeat this process, now playing the second chord. Okay, now that we've set both of our resonant tones here, I'm going to map the expression pedal to take control of the pitch mix knob here, and we can crossfade between them. So to program the expression pedal, I'm going to start by clearing any expression mappings, which you can do by holding down the active button and active foot switch until the LED ladder flashes twice. And now this is our heel position setting. And I'm going to move it into toe position and then turn pitch mix to B. Now, using the expression pedal, I can change between our two bass notes. So let's hear what that sounds like. So now that we know that more white noise means a stronger resonant tone, we can kind of play with that in our patch here. So I'm going to take the LFO the triangle LFO from the Mother-32 and have it take control of the mix parameter here. And I want to shorten the range of modulation here, so I'm going to run that LFO into the high input of the VC mix over here as an attenuator, and take the output of that into the mix CV. So now we can use this knob to define the amount of modulation we want. And if we want to make this a more dramatic effect, we can have it also change the filter cutoff. So I'm going to copy this signal by using the built-in mult, plugging in there. Now we get one copy out to the mix, one copy out to the filter cutoff. And now this knob will control the send to both of those parameters. I hope you enjoyed this peek into the more transformative offerings of MicroPitch. That's going to do it for this demo. We'll see you in the next one.